The wait is over. It's ready for war. Live from Dallas, Texas, it's go time! Time for our main event of the evening. The problem child, Jake Paul. Nathan Diaz.
The boxing world has seen its share of wild crossover moments, but nothing compared to the night Jake Paul stepped into the ring with Anthony Joshua, the former unified heavyweight champion. A knockout artist built like a sculpted tank and dripping with championship experience. This fight wasn't just a spectacle. It was courage meeting reality. From the moment the bell rang, everyone watching could tell exactly what kind of night Jake Paul was in for. Let's break it down round by round, because this fight revealed the truth behind Jake's confidence, the reality of AJ's calm, and why everyone expected the outcome.
And on the what ifs, what if we wake up on the night after and Anthony Joshua is somehow on the end of a defeat? What does that mean for him?
Sport, isn't it? Tough luck. Got beat. Disaster. Absolute. I mean, you know, when you talk about legacy, people say, oh, does this affect his legacy? Not at all. If you get beat, does it affect your legacy? That's another question altogether. So yeah, we've got to make sure it doesn't happen and go in there and just serve him up.
From the bell, Joshua didn't even seem like he was moving at full speed. He was deliberately holding back his punches. He knew the questions swirling around. Would he go for the knockout or just treat it like an exhibition? Eddie Hearn had said it, and Joshua's team had repeated it. They weren't going to let Jake land anything that could be dangerous. The last thing they wanted was a lucky punch from Paul that could tarnish AJ's legacy.
He's going to get battered. He's going to get absolutely...
You're preaching to the choir, bro.
Annihilated.
Yeah, take it to just as they turn to the side. That's it, just there. And watch Jake. He looks at him, keeps looking, and then Joshua looks back. Yeah.
Jeez.
Great.
I just, you know, it's incredible, really.
Round one was all Joshua testing the waters. You could see how deliberately he placed his shots, almost making sure Jake didn't get overwhelmed too quickly. Even while holding back, the size difference was staggering. Jake looked like a cruiserweight walking straight into a lion's den.
What do you think about Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua?
Boy. Well, realistically, it's one of the craziest propositions of all time. You take a guy who just had a boxing match that looks like a sparring match with a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, and then you're going to fight one of the absolute scariest knockout artists in the heavyweight division. Maybe we should watch the Francis Ngannou fight so you could see. Let's watch that real quick, just so you can.
Jake Paul had his moment in round two. He landed a few jabs, followed up with a right hand, and even smiled when it connected. But the truth? Joshua barely reacted. Those punches were nothing compared to what he's absorbed from elite heavyweights over the years.
I want to fight Anthony Joshua because I know that I will fucking beat Anthony Joshua's ass. He doesn't have a chin and he has no skill and he's stiff. And I love you, Anthony. We're friends, all this shit, but I want to fight you. I will beat Canelo. I will beat a lot of fucking people. I will not beat David Benavidez.
Not even
close.
Still, Jake tried. He showed the toughness people always credit him for. He wasn't afraid of AJ. He didn't back down. He was in the ring to fight, putting action behind all his talk.
It begs the question, if Anthony Joshua ends up inflicting considerable damage on Jake Paul, how much does that reflect on you and Matchroom?
Everything we do in this sport, we want to make it as safe as we possibly can, but we have to accept the risks attached to it.
And this is risky, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it is risky. I think Jake Paul's crazy. I think he's delusional. But respect to him for doing it, and he's getting a load of money.
A lot of people saying this can't be real, you know, Anthony Joshua going in there, it must be an exhibition, or it's going to be choreographed and Anthony's going to carry him through a couple of rounds just to silence all those doubters. He's going to go in there to do a job, right?
It's 100% real. It's 100% real. People ask him, why is it 8 rounds, not 10? Because I don't think it goes past the first round. So it's, you know, regardless, it's quite irrelevant. I think he steps across the ring and knocks him out. I accept Jake Paul is absolutely mental for doing this. If I was managing or promoting Jake Paul, would I say this is the right move for Jake Paul? Probably not. He's got people around him who actually are saying, you know, Anthony Joshua's chinny. He said it in interviews. It's quite wild, but you know, if that's the world he wants to live in, he'll find out on December 9th.
Meanwhile, Joshua began landing heavier jabs, testing Jake's chin more aggressively. The difference was immediate. When AJ connected, Jake's head snapped back further than he expected. That was the moment fans realized. If Joshua had wanted to end the fight early, he easily could have.
I think he is a smart operator. I think he's managed to put a good team around him to help him achieve his wildest dreams. But in short, I think he's a smart young man. I'm gonna come to fight, and by the way, there's no like stuff in the contract that says that I can't do this. I'm gonna come to fight, you know. So that's what he wants, though. So it's not crazy. He's getting what he wants. It's not crazy. That's what I say. I don't think Jake's crazy. He's a realist. He's a logical man, and he wants to fight. He wants to fight good fight. Jake called me directly. Call me. He didn't call my team. Jake called me. I said, okay, no problem.
Easy money.
Not easy money. We'll see. I'll let you know December 19th, December 20th.
Outside of maybe the financial reward, what is the value in fighting Jake for you? What's the motivation in taking this?
So you got ability and you have marketability in boxing. Now, unfortunately, how it goes is you could have the two best fighters with the best ability, but they don't have marketability. So they won't be able to showcase their talent to the world because broadcasters won't be interested and fans aren't that interested. So what we need to do is bring the marketability aspect into the ability realm. So that's what I've always tried to focus on, is bringing eyes onto the sport. And young boxers, I always say, don't wait until you become a champion before you announce to the world who you are. It's too late then. You need to get people following you. So by the time you're a champion, everyone's ready to buy a ticket. I want to see this guy. He's in town. And that's why we need to bring the marketability aspect. So I looked at it and said, wow, this is a great opportunity to showcase myself to the whole world. And God willing, my prayers are answered and I get the job done and I hurt Jake in spectacular fashion and I get a victory. All that market then comes over to me and I can focus on other fighters that have pure ability that need this promotion.
Round 4 was where everything changed. Joshua adjusted. His jab got sharper, his movement smoother. Sure, it was just an exhibition, so he wasn't going full throttle. But Joshua made it clear. Jake wanted the smoke, and he was ready to deliver.
But if I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past a minute. To be quite honest with you, and as a safety aspect, there's no way that fight can go ahead. At the end of the day, my God, how good does it make me look? He gets beat by Jake Paul. Well, that automatically makes me two-time heavyweight champion of the world, doesn't it? There's no proper way. I've got to laugh about it. How are we even talking about this? He got his nut boxed off by me a little over 2 years ago, and now all of a sudden he's talking about fighting Anthony Joshua. It's like, come on. Like, you can't be serious. He can't beat me. I'm not Anthony Joshua, am I? So it's just ludicrous. It really is.
Fans saw a different side of Jake here. His footwork slowed. His breathing changed. Joshua's shots were starting to wear him down. Jake kept fighting, but he was reacting more, thinking more, and throwing less. Everyone in the arena could feel it, and honestly, everyone had already seen it coming.
I'm knocking this guy out, becoming the CEO of Matchroom Boxing and changing the plans, and it's going to be me versus Tyson Fury next year.
Yeah, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to break his face. I'm going to break his body up. I'm going to stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality. And I know what's in my heart. I know what's in my mind. And I'm here to compete. I'm here to prove myself that I'm the better fighter. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'll do that until I finish fighting.
In round 5, AJ moved with true heavyweight timing, power, and precision. Jake felt every punch. A stiff jab snapped his head back, followed by a left hook and a straight right. And down he went. It was the moment everyone had predicted for months. Anthony Joshua had knocked out Jake Paul. Clean, decisive, effortless. Just like Eddie Hearn said, it looked easy. For a fighter like AJ, it was easy. This wasn't a competitive fight. It was the reality of a heavyweight champion facing a cruiserweight YouTuber who dared to push the limits. Jake talked big, believed in himself, and sold the fight. But none of that could overcome physics and experience. This time, Jake got hit with the reality check he'd been dodging for years.
Did you see the fight that's reportedly being worked on for December 19th in Miami?
Did I see the fight being worked on December 19th in Miami?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know which fight I'm talking about?
No.
Fair enough.
Oh, Jesus. That's a fucking bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what. A lot of people watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure. You know what everybody's tuning in for on that one. I think everybody's going to get what they've finally been waiting for.
Dana White said it long before the first bell. Facing Anthony Joshua was a bad idea. But he also knew people would watch anyway, because everyone wanted to see Jake get knocked out.
I knock AJ out. I deliver what I supposed to deliver years ago. I deliver what they ran from. I deliver what he asked for $50 million for. I'm going to give him a $50 million knockout.
I honestly listen to what people say sometimes. They're avoided, this person's running. I honestly think some people are deluded. Really, I do think that they've got some sort of a long-term concussion, because no one's running. In terms of 50 million, I'm a businessman. If there's 50 million on the table, you think I'm not going to take it for a fight?
Dana was right on both counts. Jake got knocked out, the world watched, and the clip broke the internet. Hopefully, this is the moment Jake's delusion finally starts to fade.
There's been some talk about possibly Joshua using Jake Paul as a tune-up to fight you. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know about tune-up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight look. Bit chubby, bit bull.
The only person even joking about Jake beating Joshua was Tyson Fury. And even then, it was pure sarcasm. Fury wasn't serious. That's just his style. He jokes, trolls, and stirs the pot.